ฮัลโหลก็มาต่อกันที่ด่าน2ของ DLC ชื่ออะไรยังจำไม่ได้เลยตอนนี้ Medical School ด่าน2นะครับ Molten Rock medieval ด้วย
Surprise, surprise! Another band of peculiar pill pushers think it's a wise idea to build a medical facility on Molten Rock. Yes, you heard me correctly. That's Molten Rock, the active volcano. What does one prescribe for an eruption? Leeches? It certainly feels right. Still, won't it be a shame when the whole thing bursts into flames?
สวยดิ
Teachers are here to instruct and inform students on their studies. If you needed a reminder. Announcement. I do this for your benefit, you know.
Jab injection room 3-3เหมือนกันก็เป็น4เหมือนกันเนื่องจาก
Janitor required in head clinic.
Listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Good day, I'm Ricky Hawthorne and welcome to the show. On my drive in this morning, I was speedily overtaken by a car full of whippersnappers, pipsqueaks and good-for-somethings. I couldn't tell what they were chanting, but it certainly did look like fun. So today, only partly because I've got nothing else planned, I thought I'd pay tribute to those young people by telling you a few stories from my glory days.
students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Students for medical school.
Those of you who don't know how I spent my formative years, I was born, bred and buttered right here in 2 Point County before attending what was then called 2 Point University. I think it's still called that now, but it was then too. Right, top draw anecdotes coming up, but first, here's another toe tapper.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Announcement. Just because the island looks favourably upon you doesn't mean that I do. Janitor to fix knocking nabber. Weather report. The island seems less hazardous than normal. Phew. Janitor needed in library.
When it comes to food, sometimes simple living is happy living. Don't get me wrong, I'm incredibly lucky to eat a wide range of things nowadays, from chicken sandwiches to pastas of seemingly infinite shapes and lengths. But I'll never forget that time at university when I lived off an enormous block of cheddar. I was said to be mostly cheese by the end of term, and you know, I think they were right.
Janitor needed to fix Jab Master. Janitor required in bathroom.
Get some gubbiny grub in your gob with cheesy gubbins. The essence of cheese.
Cheesy gubbins.
Cheesy gubbins. You know you want to.
Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Weather report. The volcano does not seem happy. Was it something I said? There is a fire on campus. Please run for your lives in an orderly fashion.
You're listening to Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. One summer, some friends and I headed north on a fisherman's pilgrimage to Tumble. I tell you, there's no freedom like it. Just a group of mates, their matching bucket hats, and a case of antique fishing flies. Pure bliss.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. The island is happy because students have been leaving me be. That's my theory. Wearing is technically but not socially optional.
It may come as a surprise to some of you, but the young Hawthorne was something of a prankster. Yes, once at school, the gang and I bought several thousand soft drawing pencils and, in the dead of night, swapped them with our school supply of much harder standard issue pencils. I only wish you could have seen the look on Mr. Featherbridge's face when he tried taking registration the next morning. Oh, the man was livid. Unfortunately, two of the boys were expelled for breaking and entering. Don't trespass, kids.
Janitor required in head clinic. Doesn't matter how desperate you are, no urinating on campus facilities.
I want to stress that I don't think a young person's life is all fishing trips and A-grade hijinkery. No. I also took a great deal of substance from the many mentors and role models in my young life. I'll never forget the professor who took my Introduction to Advanced Thinking course at university. He once told me, "Ricky, I don't think you'll ever understand what I'm saying." And he was right. A very wise man, that one.
Would campus intruders please not come in? The academic year is now over. The campus is expanding, even more than usual. Weather report. The volcano does not seem happy. Was it something I said?
Thanks for joining me on a lovely walk down memory lane. Before we go, I just wanted to remind you that glory days aren't just for the young amongst us. In truth, there's nowhere I'd rather be than here, with you, at 2 Point Radio. Today's show was sponsored by Bungle Kitty Litter, the litter tray that'll make your critter's day.
to be a fire. Yep, there it is. Fire.
What the fuck ขออะไรให้แบบเหี้ยจังวะ
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. Janitor required in bathroom. Research project complete. Aren't you clever? Campus intruders, please not come in.
Hello, yes, I'm Maggie Watmore, doing my best on campus radio. We've got a big show for you today, but I'm trying not to think about it. No, only joking, of course. This is really fun. Let's have some music, shall we?
monitor required in bathroom. Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
And now over to Hugh and something about a hose.
Yes, that's right. Students were protesting a sudden spike in milkshake prices. I'm told that proceedings were fairly peaceful until a rogue beach ball struck an attendant on the arm. Things got a little tasty and a garden hose was even used on one student who described himself as fine, just a bit wet. I'll be here bringing you the updates as the story develops. Back to you.
Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
หน้า
It's not your year, it's just another year. Weather report. The island seems less hazardous than normal. Phew.
And now, Wanda with an update on the latest campus fashion trends. Anyone who's someone is wearing their shoelaces untied. This trend is here to stay. Oh, there really is something about seeing all those laces dancing in the wind. Yes, we may have seen a fairly drastic uptake in people falling down, but this is the price you pay for fashion.
Failing students should work smarter and harder. Weather report. The island seems less hazardous than normal. Phew. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Janitor needed in library.
clean your whiskers and grab your briefcase because Cat Court is in session. This season, it's all litigation and litter trays. The Bureaucrats. New episode every week on Bundle Pictures.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet. Janitor required in bathroom. Showering is technically but not socially optional.
We've come to the end of today's show, and didn't that fly by? I wasn't timing it or anything, but if I was, I think I'd see that we finished 35 seconds early. I've been Maggie Watmore. I'll be back tomorrow for my next allotted segment. Bye for now.
Would campus intruders please not come in? campus provides healthcare for its students. Well, it should. letter required in training room. Announcement. The volcano is taking a brief hiatus from being dormant. As you were. Announcement. There seems to be a fire. Yep, there it is. Fire. Students should check in before trying to learn. The island is happy because students have been leaving me be. That's my theory.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. It's me, Sir Nigel Bickleworth, the voice coming out of your radio here on 2 Point Radio. Isn't it a beautiful day in this little county of ours? Not that I'd know, of course. No windows in the old recording booth. And while I have made several written requests to our management, this is actually just the way I like it.
Opened a new building. Good for us. It's not your year, it's just another year.
1 ชั่วโมงแล้วยังไม่ไปไหนเลย
Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
If it's quite all right with you, I'd like to discuss crockery. Any objections? No? Delightful. Yes, I don't know who needs to hear this. I'd imagine it's most of you, but plating is not optional. When you slop food onto a tray, you turn your food into slop. Remember, we eat with our eyes. Though I'm sure some of you will take that as an instruction to start shoveling chowder into your sockets.
Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you. Assistant wanted in marketing. Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
It's time time for Agony Answers, where I solve one of your tiny little problems with minimal effort. The following is from Forlorn in Freshly. Nigel, the other day I accidentally left my dissertation on the bus. Could you please spread the word and see if I can get it back? Thanks in advance. Well, this is what you get for riding the bus. As for your request, I'd love to help you, I really would. But if I did, how would you learn? You see my dilemma?
Weather report. The volcano does not seem happy. Was it something I said? There is a fire on campus. Please run for your lives in an orderly fashion. Attention. Your finger is not a toothbrush.
Waiter! Oh, the service here is terrible. You could go out. Or you could stay in. With a bowl of hog logs. You've tried fine dining, but this is swine dining. Only hog log cereal combines 4 types of wheat with a salty crunch of crispy pork skin.
Weather report. The volcano does not seem happy. Was it something I said? approaching. It's too late to start trying. Announcement. The timetable is now live.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth laughing at you, not with you, on 2 Point Radio. We can all do with an occasional chuckle. It keeps the blood fizzy and the vitals convivial. So I present to you this next piece of music that is sure to give us all a good, long laugh.
Does not seem happy. Was it something I said? Students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Should go to student support.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't that terrible? I needed that. On the subject of laughing, and indeed needing, I see that many of our county's students are petitioning for additional reading materials. Frankly, I find it very funny. If you didn't already possess all of the course materials, why would you start the course? How bizarre.
Showering is technically but not socially optional. Janitor to install upgrade, please. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no.
ผมเอาสตี
Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. The island is happy because students have been leaving me be. That's my theory.
Today on Sir Nigel Reviews, I was faced with the formidable task of critiquing the inventively named Chewy Gum. Yes, I am tasked with assessing the various merits and shortcomings of this interminable taffy. I like a jaunt and a jape as much as the next fellow, but I draw the line at such chewy vulgarity as this. Chewy Gum. Thanks, but no thanks.
academically but not socially optional. Issues should go to student support. Students are reminded that magma becomes lava the second it arrives on campus.
Quality peak injection process pumping processโอเคเราต้องครบ2 ชั่วโมงนะอีก40 นาทีโอเค
The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
ทำงานแล้วควรจะได้ตรงนี้
We're approaching the twilight of today's radio voyage. If you're just tuning in, then I am sorry. But like ships in the night, we pass for only the briefest of nautical moments. Perhaps we'll meet again in some distant port. Perhaps you'll get your act together and tune in earlier tomorrow. Who knows? I've been Captain Bicklewood. Ships, dropping anchors, and running out of sailor talk on 2 Point Radio. Ahoy!
New students, we're more afraid of you than you are of us. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. should go to student support.
If flow
Announcement. Just because the island looks favourably upon you doesn't mean that I do. Janitor to fix, knocking nabber.
Welcome in, it's DJ Shorts on Campus Radio, keeping it short and keeping it sweet. On today's show, I'll be telling you the 6 ways to get the most out of your winter coat. But first, let's cook up something tasty in the music microwave. If you cannot handle the heat, what are you doing in me kitchen? Let's go!
Weather report. The volcano does not seem happy. Was it something I said? Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
What is wrong with people? I saw this guy wearing a bureaucrat's t-shirt the other day. And, great show, great show. So I go up to him and I say, Meowser! And he just stands there, staring at us. Like I'm the mad one. Listen, fella, if you didn't recognise a quote, let alone a classic from Season 2, Episode 12, the Admiral Fuzzy Knickers All-Nighter, then you didn't get to wear the t-shirt. Here's a song for people who do know their quotes.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. Marketing project complete.
And now, here's another student story about a little supermarket that could becoming a little supermarket that's closed. Hugh, over to you. Over the years, Crumley Supermarket has fed countless students all over 2 Point County. None more than Crumley's flagship store, right here in Sadly, no amount of coupons or discount fish is going to save the store this time. No, after failing their third inspection of the week, this much-visited market will be closing its doors. As I sit here, riding the mechanical pig one last time, I can't help but think of all of the good times. The end of an era, that's for sure.
Pastoral issues can be remedied by talking to a qualified librarian.
ต้องมีเงินเยอะๆไม่เคยสร้างเพิ่ม
start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. Weather report. The volcano does not seem happy. Was it something I said? Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us.
We know students love Roach Burger, and we've been looking for the right way to say thanks. But we're just not there yet. Introducing the Roach Burger Student Meal. It's the same as our regular Roach Burger meal, but with a slightly smaller drink. Here's to you, students. We heard you, and thanks.
Janitor needed in the dormitory.
สร้างไป
It doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities.
we end today's show, some of you have got in touch to ask how you can have really cool, original opinions like mine. So I'm going to tell you about a little technique that I like to call playing devil's advocate. What you do is, you take a popular, universally agreed upon opinion and flip it on its head. Boom! You've got yourself a really cool original opinion. Take toilets. You might think they're great, necessary even. Whereas I think they're a little passé.
Intruders on campus. You know what to do. To ask to go to the toilet. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Mind. I came up with that.
10 นาทีจะพอแค่นี้
It's the Harrison Wolf Show, baby. All right.
เยอะๆพอ
Hey, this is Harrison Wolf, and thanks for stopping by. Today, we're going to be talking about a subject that's near and dear to my heart. The one thing you need when things are getting hairy. You hear something from the outside, or you're just hiding from the milkman. That's right. Today, we're talking panic rooms.
Weather report. The island seems less hazardous than normal. Phew. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. Students are reminded that magma becomes lava the second it arrives on campus.
Every good panic room starts with its supplies. Now some things are a must. Your crackers, your flashlight, your bottles of water, sure. But don't be afraid to show some personality. I, for one, keep a bowling ball in my panic room. I find it's the perfect place to practice.
The campus is expanding, even more than usual. The island is happy because students have been leaving me be.
ร็ว
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. Announcement. Just because the island looks favourably upon you doesn't mean that I do.
Now, when it comes to surveillance, I'm strictly an anti-camera kind of guy. My philosophy is, I can't see you, you can't see me. So I like to keep things as low-tech as possible. I'd recommend strategically placed strings attached to some bells. You hear a ring, and you got yourself a visitor. Of course, sometimes it's the doorbell, and you really do have a visitor. If you want to get real crafty, just leave a load of rakes in your yard. No one suspects a rake in the yard, but you'll hear the sucker when he steps on one and takes a handle to the chops. Ouch. Christmas can be hard for us all.
Toast again? I hate it here!
Uh-oh, give those heckling kids something new to chew on. A Lee Hoglog cereal combines 4 times of wheat with a salty crunch of crispy pork skin.
Announcement. The volcano is taking a brief hiatus from being dormant. As you were.
Oke. Nah, saya off ini, Bro.